Here at Cobra's Cleaning Service, our job is to clean, and that's what we do. Howdy, everybody. It is me, Dad Named Cobra, and today we are picking back up, playing a little bit more of Viscera Cleanup That's right, we're playing Viscera Cleanup. We're playing the map Uprinsing. It's a great name. And in which we are cleaning up in the aftermath of a janitor's strike slash incident gone terribly, terribly wrong. And hopefully that'll all work out for us. Oh boy, things have resized on some of my capture windows. I need to adjust something here. Just a second, folks. But yeah, hi. No, it's another day in the office, and we are picking back up where we were talking about life, responsibility, and all those things, all at the same time as, cleaning up. So whatever chores you've got, go ahead and fire them up, and we'll work together as we get our way through yet another afternoon. I'm going to give you about an hour of my time, which is going to give you about an hour to clean. Although it might be that we might do better with 30-minute episodes. So I'm going to experiment with that. Perhaps we'll take this and we'll cut it to 2 30-minute clips. How does that sound? Yeah, no. Well, leave a comment down below if you're one of my viewers, or in the chat, depending on where you're consuming this, or on Twitter. You can get to me on Twitter at CobraWeems. You'll find that either in the links or in the channel page information, depending where you're at, and that'll tell you how you can get involved in letting me know what you want out of the game. Let's get this out of here. I think this bucket's done its job for the moment. Yeah, I think we're in a post-mop situation for the time being. But yeah, leave some comments. Tell me 30-minute episodes? Son of a... Oh, that was... Can't believe I did that. As I was saying, we're mostly past the messy phase of cleaning up after ourselves from all the gore. But, ooh, I forgot about this. But I do have a big trash burning session to go on. So it's time for Burning Man. Burning Can? Burning Can 2023. Burning Can. And I know what you're going to think. What? That was a Burning Man joke. And I've also never been to Burning Man, so I don't know that that resembles it at all. But that's okay. That's okay, folks. So here, what are we doing? Let's go ahead and... Oh, no, that's the wrong room. And now I'm tracking gore from there. So what I want to do, our plan for today, is let's get this big trash pile taken care of. And then let's work on cleaning up this downstairs area. Now, this downstairs area was dedicated to our brothers and sisters in the janitorial profession who have all met their fate. And so here we are today to clean up after them in order to try to, honor their memory and also still stay gainfully employed because we're a janitor. Somehow we survived the strike. If I was a gambling man, I would assume we weren't there when things went down. But anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to clear out this big trash pile, and then with whatever time we've got, we are going to move on to working on cleaning up this downstairs area, kind of using that as our base camp, our next phase, but we're going to just really focus on a deep clean down here. At least to the best we can. Huh. I can't throw those in there. That's a tool. Interesting. That's fine. We'll worry about the brooms later. But let's get these other gizmos out of the way. So we now have our mop hands. So we have a different button for that. And goober. Oh, there's the broom. Oh, but the broom makes a terrible noise, folks. Okay. That's alright. So what we're going to do is, while I'm doing this, you get to your afternoon chores. I've already started the laundry here. I've got some work to do in the kitchen and the living room. One of the kiddos is going to have a sleepover. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? But I know you need your weekly dose of chores and dad time. That's why we're here. We're cleaning. Gonna get this taken care of. But there is so much junk. It's kind of an uphill battle at first. And that's why we're clearing out. So this is most of the large trash from the upstairs, which we threw down the staircase to get it closer to the incinerator here. The cremator, or as we have decided to call him, Old Creamer, I believe is the official fan name. You can correct me if you're wrong, if you got a better suggestion, but so far we've been sticking with Old Creamer. And it's a weird day outside because we've been having what pretends to be spring weather, but it is literally trying to snow right now. And this is after like an hour or so of freezing rain going on outside. I don't know what's going on out there, folks. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But doesn't stop us from doing our chores. Now, if you're just here joining in the afternoon for the live experience, you should know that in the mornings on Fridays, I tend to do a little American Truck Simulator currently, a little bit of open road. Although, you know, we don't have a set formal time yet. Oh, it's snowing heavily out there, folks. That is crazy. If you could see this. But yeah, no, it is, it's time for this instead, though. You know, I don't know that we have to incinerate the file cabinets, but it does kind of give me joy to take care of them. Yes, it does. Well, I've got plenty of chores ahead today. I've got videos to do a little bit of editing. I'm attempting to learn some Premiere Pro. I've been using Premiere Rush up until now to do the very basic edits for the uploads, but they've been, you know, they're a little raw. So part of me is wondering if we might be able to tighten things up a little bit. We'll see. Channel's new. We're still growing. There's lots of possible content out there for y'all. I still have plans to expand, but we've got to work with the time that we've got. And that's how chores go in real life too. And it's okay. You know, getting a little bit done is better than getting nothing done. Right? And maybe you got some paralysis on whether or not to get started, based on all of what's going on in your life. But that's alright. Go ahead and start. You know, 15 minutes work make a difference. 30 minutes of work. You know, an hour of work. Whatever you can commit to it, that'll make a difference. Let's stop kicking the cable to my microphone. I gotta get that thing set up differently. That was a little awkward. There we go. New microphone setup, still doing some cable wrangling, as it were. Where's our gear? Good question. Good question. Your gear got given to the droids, and then that led to your untimely deaths. Now, I will say that this company does have a really haphazard protocol to our cleaning. I mean, when we come in, it is like a mafioso-style scrub down. Now, maybe that's the kind of service we provide, and that's the whole point. But office chairs, filing cabinets, computers, you name it. It's going in the incinerator. Unopened packages, we don't care. Here at Cobra's Cleaning Service, our job is the cleaning. And that's what we do. Okay, let's get the package in there. Yep, that's that dad life / responsible partner life. Sometimes, while you're in the middle of a chore or another task, or even a game, you could get a call or a request, and then it's time to put the brakes on and be responsible. Listen to me lecturing you all. I know. I know. Now, the downside of these larger objects is that the incinerator is not nearly so fast with breaking them down as it is compared to the corpses. Or at least it feels that way. I don't know if that's true, but it sure feels that way. There's we'll work our way through the debris best we can. I wonder how this plays in a multiplayer context. My understanding is it supports multiplayer now, so we could have a whole team of janitors getting to work on this, trying to improve it. But then, of course, you'd be getting in each other's way, spilling each other's stuff. So I'm really curious how that works. Like, do they bump into each other or not? Would you accidentally knock over somebody else's bucket? Or walk into somebody else while they're carrying? These are great questions. Right, folks. Made a pretty sizable dent. We are getting there. The fighting cabinets are definitely empty. That's right. No files being destroyed at all during this office purge. I mean, purge. Who told you purge? Who gave you that idea? This box is terrible. It's funny sometimes they have the character pick this stuff up in the worst possible way. Now, when you pick something up in this game, you can click again, boop, and then it, like, orients it to a degree. But it is really hard with some of these longer containers, because if you orient it when you do that, what'll happen is it will usually turn it sideways. I don't know why they do that, because then it's extremely hard to work with. Oh yeah, these big cardboard boxes take forever to incinerate. There we go. Big filing cabinet in there. Alright. More boxes into the fire. So, if you are watching this video while doing your own chores, listening and hanging out with me, then why don't you leave a comment in the chat or in the doobly-doo and let me know what you're up to. What chores do you hang out with where you need a body double to get stuff done? I wouldn't be surprised if the kitchen's a big one. That can be so tedious for a lot of people. It's taken me many years of practice, and I often put a video on of some sort while I'm working in the kitchen. And it's funny, it's not like the kitchen's really that hard, it just feels so messy and overwhelming. Like it can take what feels like a long time to clean a small space. And I'm looking at you, right there. You. I'm willing to bet your kitchen needs a little bit of love right now, doesn't it? Yeah, yep, all those plates stacked on the counter. All those bowls in the sink full of water so they can soak. I'm talking to you. Let's get that handled. Sometimes I wish I was a little more nuanced on some of the topics that all you all might be interested in jabbering about. I was hanging out at a friend's birthday party the other day, and they talked quite a bit. I wandered at one point into a group of people, there's like 3 or 4 of them, and they were jabbering on about music, like bands and stuff like that, like really nuanced discussions about, you know, very niche parts of the music industry. And I was just kind of sitting there, nodding my head, sipping my beer, being like, oh, yeah. No clue at all about any of the bands they were talking about. I think maybe one the whole time got mentioned that I was familiar with. And it makes me wonder if, like, part of that is just, you know, like a posturing game where you just, people talk about music in the hopes that the other people around them haven't heard that music, and it's just contest? Or how much of it is a genuine conversation in which you were discussing a topic that everybody kind of has a little bit of insight into, a little bit of knowledge of? What do you think? I personally try to avoid that kind of thing where you just go on too long about something somebody doesn't know anything about, unless it's something they're being curious about, of course. Some people really like to talk about history or philosophy or other random subjects that maybe, you know, you can kind of quote-unquote lecture them on. And there's a time and a place for that. But when it comes to other topics, that can be difficult at times. Did I see some sort of energy goop on that staircase? What's going on there? Come on, Mop, get it. Hit it with the mop. Must be related to this stuff. Alright, well I think we're going to need our laser gizmo to fix that. We've got laser gizmo, but look at this. Look at this, folks. We've almost defeated the great trash pile. That's spectacular. Well, yeah, we'll just go ahead and take care of this toilet bowl while we're at it. I mean, that's probably not even technically part of the debris, although that may have been a result of the curry incident from last week. But let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Make sure we got this whole corner nook sauced out. Sussed out? Keep dry with a bunch of acid symbols on it. Ooh, these must be some sort of harsh chemicals that we're packing around in these things, but they're not properly sealed even. That is crazy. Okay, what do we think? Explosive or not explosive? I think this is like a weird acid barrel, but I'm going to say not explosive. Watching. I think if it was explosive, it would have exploded already. Okay. And just more boxes. Look, Ted in receiving. If he wasn't dead, if Ted wasn't dead, then we could have a serious conversation with him about this shipping situation. Because it feels like boxes are coming in that door there, and then they're just not really getting to their final destination. We're not putting them in the supply room, not getting stored away. They're just sitting there in the hallway. And that is not where they belong. We all know this. Don't leave your boxes in the hallway. Or your clothes. Or your boots. Or that chair. You know the chair you've had in the corner there? Yeah, you were going to use it for that thing, and then you never moved it? Yeah. That chair. Get rid of it. Ah. Alright, folks. Look at this. Got our zapper gizmo. There's a noise coming from here. You hear that? Alright, so let's see. You can see that? Yeah, it's definitely spillover from that texture there. That's an interesting issue. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see if we can zap it off. Alright, now with this laser gun, if you leave it on too long, it does that. And then you have to come and mop up a bunch of burnt stuff. You've got to be very careful and monitor the heat on it. But an object has to be heated up a certain amount for it to go away. There we go. There we go. Let her cool down. Okay. Go. We're not. I'll take that. Can I burn? Oh, I have to burn it off the staircase? Well, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Okay. There we go. There we go. This mess we made. Alright, folks. Alright. We're going to have to do that for all the bolt holes and everything. And I thought it might... Nope, that does not get rid of those. I wonder if that's a paint situation. Well, let's grab some mop buckets because it's time to get to work. We're going to need a series of mop buckets and other containers to take care of the downstairs. but water is gonna be a necessity. Of course, it's all the way up here. Why wouldn't it be? Now, if we remember from last time, we got comfortable with 2 buckets, but every time we tried to take 3 buckets, we found a way to spill one of the buckets. Because we're special like that. So, we're going to do 2. And we'll see how it goes. Hey, it's Bubbly! I've returned! I just now saw your comment. Yep, I am back. How you doing, Bubbly? Hey, everybody. We got Bubbly in the house. For those of you on the live stream. Yep, I am busy cleaning. It's afternoon chore time. So here we are. Son of a... Did I spill both of those? Oh my... Ah. Bad bucket. Bubbly's doing good, just chilling. Alright, alright. Well, chat, we have somebody in the house. That's nice. Well, that means I'm not just talking to myself at this point. Although, you know, for those of you loyal viewers watching the recorded version of the episode, I am sure... I can't even with these body parts. It just... Ugh. They did something weird where one of the parts went under the bucket. No, that's in... Oh. We had this whole upstairs blood-free. Look at this. It is a mess. Alright, we're going to set up a bucket for mopping. Up here. Oh, no, body part. Bucket 1. And another body part. Not even catched them today. Last time, folks, we did a really good job catching these, as you know. Well, let me... That was some Final Destination scary. The body parts coming out of the machine when I asked for the buckets of water. I mean, I've gotten used to it, but it is one of those things that is very common in this game. And it's like it adds a bit of a horror element to the otherwise benign task of cleaning up after an incident gone very, very wrong. Okay, let's try this again. This corner and us with buckets. Don't have the best luck. Oh, hey, we got him down. Look at that, folks. And it's still snowing heavily here. Oh. Not that any of y'all can see that. All right. So, we're gonna start cleaning our way through this mess. Now, it's dark in here, so we're probably gonna need to set up some of the work bikes, folks. And in order to do that, we need, however, to make a clean path through to our machine. This room is in insanely bad shape. Okay. I can hear some pipes. You can hear some plumbing in there. Don't know if that's coming through there for y'all, but oh man. Okay. Pretty big blood spots here. Alright. And here's that decoy freeze gun where you're like, ooh, brand new tool. Not a tool. I wonder if that's like an item that they never got around to incorporating in the game that they were going to use, or if they just like messing with us. Okay. Bob will free us. Am I Bob? Are we supposed to be Bob? Are we Bob in this game, case folks? Or is Bob one of the poor souls from last time? I still haven't figured out how to get those off. I think we tried the zapper, and we couldn't get anywhere with that, folks. Right? Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Just gonna... No. Nope, that doesn't do anything at all. The mop soap, do I just have to leave it on there? Is that what's going on here? Is this one of those weird situations where we just leave it? Feels... It doesn't feel correct, but... what do I know? Alright. Well, let's see here what we got in the vendor. Oh, vials of acid. Okay. Alright, that's a new one. At least it is for me. We're going to get some lanterns set up. I want to raise the lighting in here. So we are going to get this. Now, this machine can spit out trash, too. So it does like to mess with you. We got a bunch of big junk in here, so let's get that out of here. Smaller pieces and stuff we'll have to do the old way, but it looks like we're going to have to use acid. So I think what we do is we can throw those acid vials at the spray paint. Which, that's interesting. And then I bet you we have to go and clean it up afterwards. They're not going to make it that easy, folks. Are they? But whoever was in this room, I think, tried to barricade themselves? Let's get some lighting out. Now, folks, when we're done with this map, I think the next map we're going to do is another one of my favorites, which is this big, giant cryo freeze map. I think y'all will learn to love that one. But I think we've got a few episodes left, at the very least, before we're done in here. Okay, I just learned something new. Oh my gosh, game-changing. If I hold the adjust button for where you normally flip a thing flat, you can move the mouse and change the position of the object you're holding. Oh my gosh, folks, you don't understand. This is like, has it done that the whole time? The whole time. The whole time. And none of you told me? So disappointed. So disappointed in all of you. Alright, well, you know what? You know what? We learned something today. And that means it's a good day. Alright. And, as long as you learn something. Okay. I don't like these big boxes. These are impossible to deal with. A lot of times, the only way I've found to deal with these big boxes is sometimes if you hold them up in here, they'll eventually burn. Because it'll catch fire. Like that. But sometimes it won't. And then you have to blow them up using the little atomizer gizmos. That... We just heard it like fall, didn't we? Yep. Ugh, it's a pain in the butts. And then we take the atomizer gizmo. We just kind of... There we go. But now we got smoke and junk everywhere. Isn't that great? Ugh. And that thing barely fits in as it is. Ah, well. That's how it goes. That's the janitor life. That's... I thought we... yeah, I think this was what? Jake? Yeah, that's the remains of Jake back there, folks. Jake, rest in peace. I really felt like if anybody was going to make it, it was going to be Jake. He's a real survivor, team? Alright, so here's the old supply room. Our, the old place where we go. What do we got here? I'm so excited right now. That janitor from Division F brought us some more info about Bob. It's been months since we heard any rumors. Apparently he's hiding out on a planet somewhere and nobody knows if he's alive or dead. The few of us who believe in Bob know the truth. He's preparing to come out of the shadows and strike. He's coming to save us all. I know it. I hope I'm not supposed to be Bob, because, yeah, that would not be... No. I feel sorry for them if I'm Bob. Right here. It's been 3 months since my appointment as liaison. I was led to believe I'd be working with savages and degenerates, but it's just not true. At first they were distrustful, but they soon opened up to me. These people suffer. I see it day by day. The work they do, it's horrible. I can't imagine having to clean up an alien's digestive organs every day without the slightest sympathy. The rumored tale of Bob seems to have done much to inspire them lately. I could hardly believe it at first, but it makes sense. They've let me in on their secret, a plan to get management's attention. Something has to be done. I can see that now. Huh. Interesting. So there were some sympathizers. Well, that's good. Alright, well, let's see what happens if we throw these bad boys into the incinerator. Gotta get back to getting all our junk out of here that's in our way. For you. Okay, those stay. We've got another chair. Now, see, this is a chair that could go in the incinerator, but some of those ones I threw in earlier, I feel like maybe we were a bit overzealous as a company for, you know, slating them to be destroyed, but well, there you have it. What do I know? I'm just a lowly janitor. Oh, now this one is definitely explosive. So we're going to want to get that in there and then just close the gate and back up. I'm going to wait. That'll make you jump. Look, if your morning coffee doesn't do the trick, then one of those bad boys ought to jar something loose, if you know what I'm saying. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. That one's all blood and guts now. Alright. We're getting there as far as the big stuff goes in this particular packet. We're not completely done yet. Okay. While I'm here, more of this corrosive doom acid. Oh. Wow, such difference being able to rotate all that stuff. Yep, see, look, they're trying to sneak pieces of junk in on us. Stuff they're trying to hide. There we go. Okay. Now, let's experiment with our first acid vial. Give me one of these acids. Alright, and we learned recently, folks, that we can throw stuff with the E key. Okay. Did that do the trick? Oh! Once we've done that, we can just finish it off with the old bop. And we're going to need more clean water, but oh, that one's definitely done. That one's done. Well, let's get these out of here. All right. Shoot off a quick message here. Didn't spill. Alright, let's go grab a couple more buckets of water, folks. Alright, look, we got the acid. The acid works. That's fantastic. You know, compared to downstairs, upstairs still looks pretty clean. I mean, it's got more, definitely more to do up here. Another part. I think that's like the third leg. I have some serious questions about these devices. I assume it's hijacked. Spill. Like, how many people can one plumbing system hold? Like, and how did they get in there? Did, like, somebody, like, flush them somehow? But if they flush them, what are they doing in the water system that feeds these buckets, right? Like, because, you know, we're mopping with this stuff. It's got to be at least mildly clean water, right? We're dropping so many buckets today, folks. This is something else. This is something else. If done correctly, the possibilities are endless. Well, there you go, chat. There's a little bit of possibly disturbing wisdom by Bubbly. Which makes me wonder what games Bubbly plays when Bubbly streams. Wind our way through the hallways. Carefully set down our buckets. Carefully set down another bucket. Okay. Okay. That'd be nice is if this acid also took care of, like, bullet holes and stuff. Something tells me we're not that lucky. Let's give it a try. At least we can throw it pretty easily. Now, what's gonna suck is all the trips we're gonna have to take to haul this acid all the way upstairs for all the graffiti going on up there. You know what I mean, folks? Yeah, whatever it does, once it gets in there, it weakens this stuff. And we can come and hit it with the old mopperoo. Although, maybe it takes an awful lot of scrubbing. Okay, does not appear to impact on the old bullet holes. That's a shame, because cleaning bullet holes out is a giant pain in the butt. Alright, well, let's get rid of some more of this stuff. Mops and stuff. What else got here? Okay, well, that's a random spot we'll have to take care of now. It's our time. Although, the artwork on that was pretty good. What else have we got here? Bob will free us. I think Bob's fictional, guys. I don't think Bob's real. It's like a Bob cult, but I don't think there is a actual Bob. You know what I mean? Or if there is, Bob's me, and alls I do is wait until it's time to come and, like, clean their corpses up, which is kind of grim when you think about it, but kind of beautiful and poetic maybe at the same time. I don't know. That might be a stretch, folks. But you have now look at this. Well, we're doing a lot better. And since I left the acid on the wall, and there wasn't any paint, it melted a hole in the wall that I have to fix now. Well, isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? How hard that is. And you have to heat these spots up enough in order to destroy them, but you don't want to overheat it or they'll build a fire trail. There we go. Got it. That was some work. That was some work. Okay, let's see if we can at least take care of these. Gun cooldown so we don't get an overheat. Now, whoever designed this thing, it even needs like I feel like it needs an automatic bypass of some sort. That feels like the right word, right? Like an automatic bypass. Well, we could use that because this thing is definitely not safe. I don't think this is OSHA safe. There we go. That's better. We got another melty glyph, which I wasn't trying to make, but that's okay. Alright. Man, there is so much junk to be cleaned in here. That bucket's done for, so let's get that one out of the way so we don't accidentally spill it. Yeah, see, it's just like cleaning your kitchen, folks. You gotta quarantine, cut stuff off, do things in particular stretches. Clean as you go. There we go. Look at that. Look, it's work in progress, sure, folks, but so much better. Alright. Bunch of junk here in the corner to get rid of still. You know how we feel about that. Oh, we got another message. It's almost time. Thanks to Ruth's help, we now have better understanding of the office layout, what areas we need to secure if this little protest of ours is going to have any success. For too long, we've suffered in silence. Bob fights for us, so now we'll fight for him. We will be heard. Yeah, well, I don't think that worked out, guys. Although it makes me wonder what happened to Ruth. Was Ruth one of the ones in the pile? Or... yeah, what happened? What happened to Ruth, anyways? I feel like Ruth might have been a plant. I don't know. That entry sure made it seem like Ruth was sympathetic. But what if, and hear me out, folks, what if Ruth was planted there to betray all the janitors? So we'll never know. Well, maybe we gotta keep an eye on the papers. I feel like some of these are new colors of boxes I haven't seen before. Roughly the size of some of the others. Just done to maybe spice things up a little bit. I mean, from a visual perspective, yeah, having some variety is nice. So I could definitely go for that. But I definitely feel like they're new. Let it eat. Like, again, burning that feels like, I mean, unless it's a broken toilet seat, we probably had that for a reason. Let's jump. Let's see. Alright. So... where's our lifter gizmo? Lifter gizmo. Alright. Now, if I'm on the lifter gizmo, I can use its terribly dangerous system. Oh, it feels like they run a little smoother than they used to. Aside from all the jams. So maybe not. Alright. Oh, we got another message here, folks. Let's double check. There we go. Everything's ready. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to storm the offices in force and stage a sit-in protest. We'll barricade the doors once everyone is in and ensure our message to management is seen. Be silent no longer. It's time they give us our rights. I'm sick and tired of being treated like an animal. I mean, like, that doesn't sound that unreasonable. So I continue to speculate that this is more or less a dystopian cyberpunk world. It's just that since we're janitors, of course, that doesn't seem very fancy to us. But the more we learn about what's going on, the more it's like that sure seems correct, doesn't it? Huh. Jeez. Well. Alright, let's set up some lighting back here. Help us get a better look at this area. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll take you. That one up there. Two right there. Alright, okay, well, now... we already read that one earlier, folks. Okay, okay, okay. Well, we're looking pretty solid here. I think we accomplished our primary tasks. So what I think that's going to happen here, folks, is we're going to go ahead and probably release this in 2 installments. I know, not the most exciting in the world, but trying to see how engagement goes. Sometimes an hour is long for some of you to watch an entire episode, and I don't blame you. So if we split it up, you know, make it more consumable. So if you like, you could probably just go on to the next one. But like, you know, we'll have them released either staged or even maybe back to back. Got to do some experiments. See what the algorithm likes. See what it doesn't like. See what the people like. See what they don't like. You know, if you've got opinions, you like hour-long episodes or 30-minute episodes. You know, let me know. Leave it block. When it comes to streaming, you prefer big, giant streaming sessions where you can just kind of come and go, or shorter ones? Huh? You know, Fridays are still an experiment, but we'll get that figured out here sooner or later. But in the meanwhile, this has been a Dad Named Cobra. Don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, follow, share, tell your friends, leave a comment. Good comment, bad comment, just, you know, let me know what's up. The more you talk and interact, the better it is for me, because the algorithm likes that. But also, the more we interact, the better that I understand what's going on in your heads, and we can kind of customize the content for you. In the meanwhile, thanks everybody. Have a good one.